I've been delivering pizza for almost 3 years. The money's decent, the hours are flexible, and the stories, well, they're usually boring. Drunk guys in boxers, stone teens trying to pay in change, stuff like that. But last fall, I got a delivery that I still can't explain. It was a Thursday night, cold, drizzly. I remember because the heater in my car was busted, and my windshield fogged up every time I stopped. I was almost done with my shift when the order came in. Large meat loavers, garlic knots, 2 2-liters of soda. Paid online. Easy enough. It was to this place about 20 minutes outside town, past a dead stretch of highway, right near an old industrial park that's mostly abandoned now. I double-checked the GPS. No house number, just coordinates and a no. Go around back. Door is in the basement. Sometimes people just don't want to deal with their families, or they're throwing a secret party. I shrugged it off, turned up my crappy car radio and made the drive. The house, or whatever it was, looked more like an old maintenance building. Low concrete, flat roof. No lights on in the front. No cars. But when I followed the path around the side, sure enough, there was a staircase leading down to a basement level metal door, half rusted and unpainted. There was light under the door, a warm yellow glow. Someone was home. I knocked. No answer. I waited. Then, without any sound from inside, the door creaked open. I stood there like an idiot for a second, holding the pizza box and the bag of knots, trying to decide if I should just leave it and go. But then I heard it, a voice, muffled and low. It didn't sound wrong exactly, just tired, like someone who hadn't slept in days. And, for some reason, I listened. The door opened into a single unfinished room, bare concrete walls, dim yellow bulbs dangling from cords overhead. There was furniture, but all old, dusty, half covered in sheets. In the middle of the room sat a man in a recliner. He looked about 60, with sunken cheeks and pale skin, like he hadn't been outside in a long time. Man VO, put it on the table. I stepped in. The floor creaked under me, and I set the food down on a beat-up card table. The man didn't move. I cleared my throat. Already paid. But, do you want change or... Man VO. Tips in the back room. My stomach sank a little. Sorry. Man VO. Go on. It's back there. You'll want to see it. I walked to the door. It opened into a hallway, longer than it should have been. It felt like I was walking into a bunker. The lights flickered here. I remember the hum of the bulbs. It buzzed in my skull. At the end of the hallway was another door. This one had a red handprint on it. Not paint, not grease. Something was scratching behind it. I turned to leave, but the hallway was longer now. It felt longer, like I couldn't see the main room anymore. I took a step back and the lights dimmed behind me. Then the door creaked open on its own. It was pitch black inside. Something moved, like the air shifted, like something tall and wrong was standing just beyond my field of vision. My skin prickled, my vision blurred, and then I heard a voice, right by my ear, not the man from the chair, a woman's voice, soft, shaking, woman, VO. He feeds us. I ran. I sprinted down the hallway, which seemed to grow and twist with every step. The lights popped overhead, one by one. The air got colder. I didn't stop until I hit the metal door and slammed it shut behind me. When I turned, the man was still in the recliner, smiling now. Just a little. I ran to my car, floored it, and didn't slow down until I saw streetlights again. The next day I went back. I don't know why. I told myself I was going to report it or figure it out. But when I got there, the building was boarded up, overgrown, a for sale sign in front, covered in dust, like no one had been there in years. I asked around, called the real estate company listed. They told me no one had occupied that place since 2017. 5 full years before I delivered that pizza. They even gave me the name of the previous owner. Deceased. Died in the basement. No cause listed. Next time, I should lay off the I was only delivering pizzas because I was desperate. My car was barely holding together. My rent was overdue, and I'd just dropped out of school after a family emergency back home. This job was supposed to be temporary, something easy, you know, but I didn't expect to come across him. It started as just another order, a thin crust, no cheese, double anchovies. Gross, but I don't judge. My go-to would be stuffed crust with extra pepperoni, light cheese, extra sauce, and some bacon on one half of the order. Yum. But anyway, the address was on the edge of a neighborhood called Hollow Ridge. Barely even a neighborhood anymore. Old, forgotten, like they were waiting to rot into the earth. This one was the last on the street. House number was faded, but the mailbox had the same name as the order. M. Sur Verin. The porch light was flickering, like actually buzzing, and the windows were pitch black. No curtains, no light, like eyes watching you but showing nothing back. I rang the bell. No answer. I knocked. Still nothing. I was about to just leave the pizza on the step when I heard the door unlock from the inside. Click. The door swung open, slowly. Pizza for M. Verin. Still nothing. Then, from somewhere deep in the house, a voice rasped, "Bring it in." I stood there with the box in my hands, heart pounding. Every instinct told me to leave, but I'd already brought a few orders back to the shop that week, and my manager said one more, and it's my ass. The smell hit me first, musty, wet wood, and something else, like something dead was buried in the walls. The entryway was empty, furniture covered in plastic, dust thick on every surface, but someone had been walking through it. There were footprints in the dust, bare feet, long, thin toes. They led down the hallway and around a corner. I turned the corner and saw a door, slightly open. Light spilled out, pale greenish light, like something underwater. I moved closer, holding the box like a shield, and nudged the door open with my elbow. Inside was a room with walls covered in mirrors, floor to ceiling, but none of them showed my reflection. Instead, they all showed him. A tall, impossibly thin man in a suit, skin gray like ash, standing in different positions in each mirror. In one, his mouth was open. In another, he had no face at all. In a third, his hand was pressed flat against the glass like he was trying to push through. I dropped the pizza. The box landed on the floor and burst open. Anchovies scattered like dead insects. And that's when the mirrors changed. Now I was in them, but in each reflection something was wrong. My eyes were black holes. My mouth stretched too wide. My skin was peeling off in strips, and standing just behind me in every mirror was him, breathing down my neck. Except, when I turned around, nothing. I ran. I tripped over the pizza box and scrambled to my feet. The lights flickered overhead. One by one they went out as I passed beneath them, plunging the world into darkness. But I could hear him now, whispering, laughing. He said my name. He said it like he'd known it forever. And then he said, "You answered the door. Now I answer yours." I don't know how I got out. I think I blacked out. All I remember is suddenly being in my car, parked down the block, engine off, radio on static. It's been 6 months, and now he does answer mine. Every time I come home, my front door is cracked open, not all the way, just a sliver, enough to say I'm here. I change the locks. He gets in anyway. I don't sleep much anymore. Every mirror in my house is covered. I don't own a phone with a front-facing camera. I avoid reflections. I avoid silence. And worst of all, he's starting to whisper someone else's name now. My sister. Thank you all for watching. This is a little quickie for you all to tide you over till I have the 200 subscriber special video ready. I can't thank you all enough for the support. Remember to comment, like, and click the notification bell for my future uploads to this channel. Well, for now, duty calls. But before I forget, we're always watching